Okay, hopefully I can just explain this here. What we're looking at is a web map, and I have 4 layers in it. Business personal properties, which is the points. Project area grid, which is the hash that you see. Parcels are the little tiny things around the parcel, the little tiny lines in there down at this level. County grid is actually for reference purposes, but essentially it's just a copy of the project area grid. Project area grid is for the specific area that we happen to be doing, and the county grid is across the whole county. Okay, so really the problem that we're seeing at this point is the business personal properties. It's a point data set, as I said, and here's the fields that we have. There's a couple fields that kind of stand out that the people that I support have asked for clarification on why they don't necessarily work. But so basically, I'm zooming into this area right here. I got Harupa, North, Magnolia. Let me go over to the other one I'm going to compare it against to make sure we're on the same area. So who's Harupa? This is Magnolia. So pretty much the same extent, but let me go back. Okay, so so this is just a little area. What I can do is I can just click on, say, this one right here. I'm not going to say this is going to happen every single time when I show you this during the demo, but hopefully you kind of get a gauge. I can click on this one link. I can see a property status of no change. I will be able to find this down here in property status. And then another thing they're having problems with is mail address. I don't have enough information on where they've made changes on that. Hopefully we'll just kind of stumble upon it, but certainly property status has been noted. Property status also is a domain, so there may be something going on there, but I have other domains in here too, so I don't think it's a domain issue. Like city is a domain too. One of the things I thought was that where there are gaps in the domain, but in the actual domain itself for the actual field there is no gap. So as you see in this thing, I see add proposed right here. It's called add no space proposed, right? But the description is just add space proposed. So I don't know why it would be domain would be the problem, but as I navigate down here, though, it's this field is fully filled out pretty much as far as I know. So as I just keep going, I get into existing, and this is a mobile project currently happening. So yeah, just kind of flipping through this to kind of give you a gauge on property status. Now let me go over to the web app builder. So the web app builder, notice this field right here is I'm ascending. So there's some values in there, you can see that. But I'm in the same area. I can click on this. Let me see the same area. It's got Riverside. It's got the same no change that I saw back here. Right? Still, or accept. Yep, so there we go, no change, okay. But the bigger thing here is now is, so they basically go in here, they look at the regular viewer, they see data, they click on it, they see data. They come into Web App Builder, they click on something, they see data. Where they don't see data is in the table. And so when they're trying to review stuff, we just kind of go up to the top, and there's nothing in here. Like this should all be ads, I'm guessing. Based on if I do a sort, this is sort ascendant. If I come all the way to the top, sort ascend, maybe we'll see if I'm right. Yeah, so properties, when I do a sort ascend, I'm seeing all this stuff is ads. And when I do a sort ascend over here, oh, there you go. Okay, good. So we got ads. Ads are good. But if I go through all this stuff, I got gaps in here. We have lots of gaps. And so I bet these are the ad proposed. So this is where they thought it was like a gap related issue. Because if I get in here and I find app proposed, they will show up at some point once I get to it. There you go. So there's some add proposed. Now I don't know if I go through them all. Actually, I have a filter even on this one right here. So there are some. Here's the add proposed are these guys right here, and they should be showing up here, but they're not in the system. I mean, wow, there's like nothing in here, and so that's a problem right there. Let's kind of go to the mail address and see if we can kind of flag any of that. But there's nothing in mail address, at least in this little area. I know. Let's go back to the other one. So this is, instead of giving you screenshots, I'm actually showing you. May not be anything in mail address. Essentially, if they don't have the address, then when they're in the field, they filled out mail address. But honestly, I'm not used to seeing anything here. I don't know what's it's not going real fast here. There's a mail address. Yep. So there's one. I bet we'll find more in here. And this is problematic when we so basically we come into, we don't even use the web app. I mean the web map. We come into the web app and they use the web map. Oh, it's confusing. The web app for reporting purposes. We can take our Excel file, these little tables, and extract them out to CSV. And they want to be able to see something here. Now, I think when they export it out, I think everything shows up. I'm not going to show you right now, but maybe I'll take a look at tomorrow. But because it's late, it's like almost 8 o'clock. If they export it out, I think all the information shows up. But right now, there's nothing in here for the most part that I've seen. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to show you. That's the primary thing, is mail address and property status. There's just a lot of missing values, and there shouldn't be any missing values. But if I go to the actual original web map that the web app calls, I see value actually in mail address, and I see it in property status. So that pretty much sums it up for right now. Hopefully you enjoy the video.